Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my July beauty favorites. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as turn on the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. So let's go ahead and dive into this month's favorites. I always say that I don't have that much, but there's so much sitting in front of me. This is Rituals of Sakura. This one says organic rice milk and cherry blossom. It is a foaming shower gel, and this is so good. It just feels so nice and creamy on the skin. So you pump this out and it kind of comes out like a foam, a moussey sort of texture, and you put it on your loofah. It lathers and it is a very creamy, milky feeling, and your skin feels amazing. And this is very affordable. You can purchase it at Sephora, but it's not that expensive. I think maybe $12 for this body wash, and it is very good. And I've been using it and been loving it for a while, but I've been forgetting to tell you guys about it. So I finally remembered this month to let you guys know that I do love this. Again, this is called Ritual of Sakura, and it is a very good foaming body wash. Another body care that I really have been loving is this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Dream Body Cream. This is very, very good, except it is very, very expensive. It smells like watermelon. My skin feels amazing. I think it's supposed to also smooth the skin. I don't know that I can necessarily tell that. I think I would have to use it for a long period of time in order to really be able to tell if it's smoothing my skin. But it is just a really nice experience, but it is very expensive. It's something I recommend to you guys, but it's not something that I think that I will purchase that often. This body cream is $28, and I don't know if it's because it's like in a lotion bottle that it really stands out to me that that is very expensive for this product. Because if you picked up a bottle of lotion at Walmart, you know it might cost you $6. So $28 for this just seems like a lot. However, maybe if it was in a jar and was thicker and richer, I don't know, I just might be able to take the plunge without complaining. So I do think I will repurchase at some point, but it will probably be when it is on sale, and it won't be that often. But it is a really good product that I have enjoyed, and I have almost emptied. Like, it's been laying on its side, but when it settles, it's probably down to about here now. Very good. I mentioned this product in a recent video where I talked about products that make me feel flawless, and this is the Exfoliate by Paula's Choice. It is a 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I love using this product, but I was getting a little lazy and I was using it inconsistently at one point, and I started to notice more texture on my skin, and my fine bumps and things were just showing more. I thought about it and remembered, I was like, I don't think I'm using that every single night and every single morning like I should. So I started back being really dedicated in using this morning and night, and I immediately saw a difference. I know it's meant to just remove dead skin cells and make sure that your pores aren't clogged, but something about this exfoliant also really helps to smooth the texture on my skin. That's what my experience is, and it just helps my skin look better. And I love it. Another product that I have been using that I forget about all the time, but most of the time when I remember it, it is in the summer when I need it. This is the FreshVitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water, and it is a facial mist. And just to show you guys how this thing sprays, oh, do you see that? It's just this really fine mist, and it is a cool, refreshing facial mist. It has a citrus smell. To me, it smells a little bit like baby aspirin, but it is a citrus smell, and it is by Fresh, and it just makes your skin feel amazing. It has vitamin fruit complex in it, and I don't know if it's meant to kind of help your skin glow. I just like using it as a refreshing spray during the summertime when I'm really hot. This is Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, and this is the beautiful travel spray, because I honestly think this is just a very luxurious, stunning travel spray. I purchased this and I actually have a backup one. I really want the larger size. This is one of those very high-end, luxury, expensive fragrances. So I have not been able to take that plunge and pay over $200 for the fragrance itself. But this is like maybe $48 for the travel spray, which tells you something. Like $48. This is the fragrance that people say Rihanna loves to wear, and when she like steps in a room or hugs someone, they smell this fragrance and she smells amazing. But it is really worth the hype. It's got like a marshmallow smell. I think that's in it. So I will pop up the notes for this fragrance. It is a nice, sweet, marshmallowy candy type of smell, but to me it just works. So I have been wearing this in the month of July. For primers this month, I have been using the Unseen Sunscreen, of course, by Supergoop, and I have been grabbing just like whatever was available. I can't say it's been consistent. I have been sort of just kind of bouncing around when it comes to primers. I also, though, have been really loving, again, this Ordinary High-Spreadability Fluid Primer. I really enjoy this primer. It seems like it is more for normal skin. Like I have the other high adherence primer by The Ordinary that I like just a little bit more than this one. It has that silicone slip to it. It's a dropper and it's down at the end here. I think my daughter also likes this one, and I just kind of dip and just sort of rub it and it just spreads all over, and it smooths and blurs the pores and just is a perfect beginning step before makeup. It is wonderful and it is so cheap. Like this is $5 or something like that. It is a very, very affordable primer. So if you're gonna try The Ordinary primers, just go ahead and pick this one up and pick up the adherence primer, and you will be set for the rest of the year between the two of them. You just won't have a need for another primer. This one is great, and so is the other one. I love this primer. Another primer that I have really been enjoying, but I've been using it more to set with, so I guess I should talk about this at the end, but let's go ahead and talk about it now. This is the Smashbox Primer Water. I was just running out one day and just kind of grabbed this to set my makeup that particular day instead of some of my other setting sprays, and I was pleasantly surprised at how this held my makeup and how amazing it looked. Like the finish was really, really pretty, and my skin later on just looked like really beautiful skin. I was like, huh. It says set and refresh spray, but sometimes they tell you that it'll set and, you know, it's not true. But this really did a good job setting my makeup, and I will certainly use it for that purpose again. So after that day, I tried it a few more days to see, was it this? And it really set my makeup very well, and my skin looked really, really pretty. It just made my skin look beautiful. It made the makeup just kind of melt into my skin. Later on, it just wore really well. I just enjoyed it. So I just wanted to tell you guys that the Smashbox Primer Water is really good for priming and setting. Foundations, inconsistent, all over the place. Been wearing a lot of foundations. I've been wearing a lot of foundations, but I have to say, one of the foundations that I have been in love with and I've been raving to you guys about is this Tinted Moisturizer. It is the oil-free version. It is by Laura Mercier, and this is so good, and it is the shade tan, I believe, and it's a really good shade match for me. Anybody who really likes, you know, full coverage foundation, and that's usually your jam, and you've just never been drawn to a tinted moisturizer, I challenge you to try this product, because I never thought I would like tinted moisturizer, but this just sets into place very quickly. Like you put it on and it kind of locks in and it looks like skin, but it covers everything that you need covered, and it is gorgeous. It is just such a beautiful product. I was sent this one from Influencer and I was so excited to get it, and I will definitely buy this again. It is that good. I also used the primer, and I have been using that one this month as well. Didn't talk about it with the primers, but I just just want to brag about this foundation because it's just that good, and it's also travel friendly in a nice squeezy tube. It is amazing, and it doesn't take much. You don't have to use very much of this either to get really good coverage, medium buildable coverage. Love this. The star of the show for me in the month of July as far as foundations is my Morphe Filter Effect foundation, and this one is the shade 25. This has been so beautiful. I purchased a lot of foundations, and I have a lot of foundations, and I'm trying to slow my roll as far as buying foundations and use what you got, girl. Use up your foundations because they will definitely expire and go bad, and I just don't want that to happen. So I just kind of bounce around. I bounced back to this one in recent weeks, and I just stayed on it, and I have been really wearing this quite a bit in the month of July, and it is beautiful on camera. So whenever I have my Zoom calls, my skin looks flawless. This is just a gorgeous foundation. This is one of the products I talked about in the video I filmed recently about products that make me feel and look flawless, and this definitely does. And the fact that it is $20 means that you can get it for an affordable price, and definitely I will be repurchasing this. I purchased a darker shade initially, and I actually filmed a review of that when I first purchased this foundation. So my daughter is using my first shade, which I think was 27, and this one is 25. 27 is a perfect match for her, and whenever she wears it, her skin is gorgeous, and 25 is a perfect match for me. It is beautiful, and I'm so happy I discovered this, and I will definitely repurchase this over and over again. Love this. The foundation that I'm wearing today is the KVD Good Apple foundation, and I'm just letting you guys know it's what I'm wearing, but I can't say it's a favorite yet. I just wanted you to know what I'm wearing. I can't say that this foundation is a favorite because I haven't had it that long, and I haven't been wearing it that long. Because it sort of melted off of my skin and got really oily the first time I tested it out, I haven't been reaching for it because it's been so hot. So I'm going to try to wear this more so that I can really gauge whether or not it can withstand my oily T-zone and the heat. But it is a product that is made for people with normal or dry skin, and I have combo oily skin, and so I just don't know if it works with my skin type. But I did want to try it out again today, and I am loving how it looks. It just depends on whether or not it will hold up. That is the key. Will it hold up? I'm sorry if I sound a little bit rushed, but I kind of want to go get some to eat. I've really been enjoying this Charlotte Tilbury color corrector, and this one is the shade Tan number 3, and it is the cutest little thing. That's the first thing. It is so cute. I did use it today underneath my concealer, and I'm just finding that I kind of have a better concealer day if I color correct. I don't have to use as much, and it just works better. I just like that. So it is really good at canceling those dark circles under my eye and any other places. Like I used it today on the corners of my mouth just a little bit, and you don't have to use very much at all. So this is really good. I haven't been able to find a lot of different color correctors. I don't know if brands just keep it in a secret. I don't know. I haven't been able to find that many. I did find this one, and it is really good, and it serves my purpose. Since these are all concealers that I have talked about so many times, I'm just going to do this right here. These are the concealers that I've been using this month. This one is the Creamy Tarte Shape Tape, but I've really been grabbing whichever one, Creamy or the original, and the shade I use is Tan. I have a video about like some of my favorite concealers as well that I just posted. I've also been using the Pat McGrath concealer. This one is M21. It is a little deeper than I sometimes get, but I am quite happy to have this because it is deeper, and sometimes I just want a kind of, you know, normal concealer day, not so much of a brightening shade. So this has been beautiful. Have loved that. Still been using my Clinique concealer, and this one I think is W94 maybe. I will link it down below, but loving this one, and my Dior Forever Skin Correct in 3WP. So these are just the concealers that I grab on the regular that I have been using. Today, this is the one that I'm wearing underneath my eye, and I love it. I talked about this product in my video about products that make me feel and look more flawless. I talked about a lot of these products because unfortunately, you know, it's just what I've been wearing this month, and that is the Cream Strawberry Drip blush, and I just really have enjoyed this blush. I really like Fuego Flush a lot too, but that peachy color, orange color, I just have to build up so much. So this has just been easier, and I can grab it, pop it on my cheeks, and move on, and it just gives me a lovely cheek. It's not the one that I'm wearing today, but I have definitely been using this a lot in the month of July. Two blushes that I have talked about in the past here on my channel that I reach for whenever I'm home. I keep these here at my home, and these are by NARS, and that is what I have on my cheek today. And this one is Orgasm X, this one is Dominate, and whenever I'm here, these are two that I've really been using a lot in the month of July. It gives me such a beautiful glowy cheek, and I love these. These are perfect for summer, especially Orgasm X. It's got a beautiful warm coral vibe going, and this one is a little bit cooler in tone, but they are gorgeous, and I just mixed them together today for the cheek look that I have on, and they just give you a beautiful cheek. It gives you a nice, beautiful, radiant finish. These are perfect for the summer, and I have been reaching for them in the month of July. In the video where I talked about looking flawless, I talked about my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade Tan, and I have definitely been wearing that out this month. Love that bronzer. Didn't use it today, but love that bronzer. And this highlighter, the Superstar highlighter, I really want to talk about this one again because it's limited edition. I meant to tell you guys that in that video. It's limited edition, so I want you to get your hands on it if you have not already done so, because it's just a highlighter that I think is underrated and people aren't really talking about it. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm the only person that likes it, but it is the highlighter that I have on today. Just dewy, radiant, glowy beautifulness. Is that a word? Beautifulness? That's not a word. My cheek looked radiant and glowy and gorgeous everywhere that I put this highlighter, and it also blurs your skin. So if you have texture, this is the type of highlighter that you want to have because it sort of blurs that texture. I love this highlighter, and it's large enough that you can use it on your body. It is so stunning. I don't want to talk about my Dermablend powder again because you guys know this is the powder that I have been using, so I don't want to talk about that again. Another powder that I started using this month that I really love is the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish number 2. I purchased this just to set my under eye, and I kind of like it so-so as an under eye setting powder. I like it, but it didn't do anything special. I still really like going in more with a translucent powder, but I do like using this all over to set my makeup. So I have been finding myself doing like this powder to set my makeup, and then using that little Smashbox primer water, and stunning finish. Stunning finish. This shade actually works better for me, even though it looks light, like it's more of a medium one. The dark one actually deepens my foundation. Whenever I use my darker shade, it makes my foundation look darker as I apply it. This one kind of goes on more translucent on me. So even though it looks light in the pan, it just looks more translucent with my skin tone. So I prefer this color for that reason. I don't want to put something on that's gonna deepen my foundation. It's nothing new, everybody's heard of this, but I started using it kind of all over versus just under my eyes, and I've been loving it. When I'm home, I have been reaching for my Givenchy highlighter. I keep this one here. This is just this really pretty gold highlighter. It used to have this nice embossed print, but I've kind of worn it out. But I have loved wearing this one as well. Oh, look at that stunning gorgeousness. So if you wanted a very luxurious, you know, high-end highlighter. And if you have a deeper skin tone, this is a gold, so it's not champagne gold, it is gold. So if you have deeper skin, medium to deep or dark skin, this one will be beautiful for you. I think other people can wear it as well, but it is definitely beautiful on darker skin. It's the shade number 2 Shimmery Gold, and I have been reaching for this a lot when I am here at my home. I forgot to mention a skincare product. This is a product from Good Molecules called the, what does it say? Yerba Matte Wake Up Eye Gel. And it's from Good Molecules, and this is a really nice eye gel if you need to stimulate your under eyes, whether it's like to depuff or take care of those, you know, bags under your eyes. This is a really good one. It does wake up the under eyes. So whenever I have a rough night, like I don't sleep well, I will go in with this. So this is not something I use every single morning because I just don't always feel the need. But there are some mornings where you feel more tired and you feel like you look more tired. So I will just squeeze a little bit of this out and pop it under my eye whenever I feel like my eyes need a little something. So it looks like this. That's the consistency of it. And it does sort of activate. Like it seems to have more activating ingredients in it. It's not just an eye cream that like moisturizes the under eye. It's one that does something that sort of depuffs and kind of helps with the circulation, you know, under the eye. So I think this is very good, and it's by Good Molecules, and it's affordable. I don't want to go on and on about this again. This is Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara. Ever since I tested out this mascara, it is the one that I have been using. It is a drier formula, so from day one, it performs the way you want a mascara to perform. You don't have to wait for it to kind of dry out to get better. It is good from the very first time you try it. It does have that hourglass shaped wand. It's a fluffier wand. It coats every lash. It gives you volume as well as length, and I have really been enjoying this mascara. I definitely would repurchase it again, but I know that I have a lot of backup mascaras that I bought when Ulta had a sale, and I will definitely have to use those up before I buy another mascara. If you were curious about this Pat McGrath mascara, I'm here to tell you it is excellent. The lip liner that I have reached for the most in the month of July is this Foxy Brown by Charlotte Tilbury. I still love my Cork lip liner by MAC, but I've really been reaching for this Charlotte Tilbury one for some reason. They both look similar. This is more like a neutral brown color, and it just works for my lips, and it goes with everything. So I've really been using this one a lot and love it. I'm very simple when it comes to lip liners, and I love this one. You know, I love lip gloss and lip oil. I just do. I think it's Wet Lip Oil, and the shade is Dip, and it is by Kosas. I love this. I talked about it in that same video about looking flawless, so I've probably, you know, been wearing this one. I won't say it's the most, but I've been wearing this one a lot in the month of July. I've also really been enjoying, and I think I've been forgetting to tell you guys this. This is the Tower 28 Beauty lip glosses. This one is coconut and this one's cashew. I have on cashew today on top of a lipstick. These are very, very good. They're just very glidey on the lips. They're not sticky or tacky. I wouldn't consider them to be like long wearing. I think they wear off, you know, more quickly because they're not super tacky, but they're very comfortable on the lips. If you want a gloss that you can just kind of easily apply, that hydrates your lips really quickly and adds a little shine, these are perfect, and they're not that expensive. They are from Tower 28 Beauty, and I have been loving these. I also have been reaching for my Ignite shade from Hourglass a lot. I've just been going for this one, trying to kind of finish it up. It is a beautiful shiny gloss. It reminds you of the Gloss Balm Fenty Glow. It reminds you of that shade, but I have really been reaching for this a lot in the month of July. I really loved the Merit Beauty lip glosses. The formula of these reminds me a lot of the Kosas one as well, and they are really pretty. This shade is Au Natural, and this shade is Pink Beat. I was actually sent several products from Merit Beauty, and I like everything that I was sent. I just don't use them all the time, but I really like everything that I was sent except the mascara. The mascara is for people who have long lashes. People like me with short lashes, no go. Everything else that they sent me has been wonderful. This month I have really been reaching for the lip glosses. So these are really great lip oils, beautiful, comfortable on the lips, very natural looking. These are excellent. I don't have any eyeshadow palettes to talk about because I've just been using a lot of the same eyeshadow palettes. I haven't purchased any new ones, just grabbing the same ones, whatever is available to put on my eyes. If you want to know more about the makeup look that I'm wearing, I did film this look, and hopefully everything will go well with the footage and I will get that video posted soon. I also just wanted to talk about this Lock-It setting spray, and this is from KVD. This one is almost empty, and I started using it again. I have more of this one, like this one is, you know, full, and I've been using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray a lot lately, and I went back to this one and I'm like, let me go ahead and see if I can empty it as well. And I just was reminded about how good this Lock-It setting spray is. It just really locks in your makeup really nice and tight, but comfortable, and it is very good. There was a time when I really liked this one more than the All Nighter. I still kind of think that I do. I think I like this one better, but the best that's out there is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. That one's amazing. But this one is very, very good, and I love it. Been using it a lot in the month of July, and hopefully I will empty it in the next week or so. But this is very, very good. So that concludes my monthly favorites, and I hope that you all have enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.